When an individual joins a room, either because they select a room or because you have it set for them to join automatically, each person gets a notification showing what room they are joining. This is on the screen for a very short time. The first time they go into breakout rooms during the Zoom meeting, they should also get a prompt telling them that their activity status is being shared with the host. They will need to click Got It to continue. Once the rooms are created, unless the individuals remember the room number they saw briefly, there is no room number identification available to them. You will see the room numbers and the participants in those rooms, but the individuals will not. There is no permanent display on their screens of what room they are in. You will need a way to tell each room what room they are in if each group does different things. Once the rooms are created, you will need to monitor the rooms. You need to do this from the main session. Some individuals, especially if their network connections are not great, can be kicked out of Zoom when creating breakout rooms. They need to be put back into a room when they rejoin your Zoom session, and this can only be done from the main session. If you join a breakout room, you are in that room and not in the main session. No one will know if individuals need to be put back into a breakout room. They will be in the main session by themselves, not knowing what to do. So someone needs to stay in the main session monitoring the breakout rooms. If you have a co-host, you need to decide when you create the breakout rooms if you want the co-host to be included in the rooms. There is an option for including co-hosts if you create breakout rooms automatically. If you're assigning them manually, just don't include them. A co-host could hop from room to room, joining one room and then leaving the room to go back to the main session and then joining another room. However, when you or a co-host go into a group, many times that group stops talking and defers to you. They might be intimidated by you being in the room, so you might be defeating the purpose of creating breakout rooms if you're inhibiting the conversations. You can monitor the breakout rooms to a small extent from the main session. From the breakout room screen, you can see which microphones are muted and when microphones are active. I mentioned that there were two ways to communicate with breakout rooms. The first of these is by broadcasting a message to all rooms. The second way is to share your screen to the breakout rooms. Both methods send information to all rooms simultaneously. There is no way to communicate individually with a specific room. You can broadcast messages to all rooms. There is a broadcast button at the bottom of the breakout room screen. When you click this button, you can broadcast either a message or your voice. You can type in your message and then click broadcast. The message goes to all groups. This is an example of what the individuals would see in the rooms. If you are already sharing your screen, you will want to stop the sharing if you want the breakout rooms to see what you share. Remember, each breakout room is its own separate Zoom meeting. Your current sharing will only be seen by those in the main session. After you have opened the breakout rooms, start the sharing process again. Make sure you select the Share to Breakout Rooms option. Now all breakout rooms will see the same thing, whatever it is that you are sharing. When your breakout sessions are finished, you will need to close the rooms. Click the Close All Rooms option in the bottom right of the Breakout Room screen. A prompt will appear letting you confirm that you do want to close the rooms and that the participants will be returned to the main session in X number of seconds. The number of seconds depends on what options you have set for the breakout sessions. 60 seconds is the default, but as you can see, this has been set for 30 seconds for this time. Once you click to close the rooms, the individuals in the breakout rooms will see a prompt like this. They can return to the main session before the time is up by clicking on the Return to Main Session button. When you need specific individuals to be in certain rooms, you can assign them individually to those rooms by assigning manually. Once you have created the rooms using Assign Manually, you can now assign individuals to each room. Select Assign on the right of the room. You can now select the individuals that will be in that room. You can see the individuals that are going to be in this room and the number of individuals in the room. You can now select the next room. Notice that only the individuals not assigned to a room show. You can select all who should be in this room. When finished, you can open all rooms. If someone joins a session after the rooms have been opened, or if they were kicked out of Zoom when you open the rooms and have joined your meeting again, they will show as unassigned on the breakout room screen. When you hover over their name, you can click on the Assign To option. You can now assign them to the desired room. Before you open the rooms, you can change some options for the breakout rooms. Select Options in the bottom left of the breakout room screen. We will talk about some of these options now. Allow participants to return to the main session at any time is a good option to use. There might be times when one room finishes their assignment before another room. If this is checked, they can return to the main session without having to wait for the rooms to close. Automatically move all participants into breakout rooms will help when individuals haven't used breakout rooms much. This automatically puts them into their room when you open the rooms. The countdown after closing breakout rooms allows you to change how long the system will wait before automatically closing the room. The default of 60 seconds might be too long. You can change it to 30 seconds or 15 or 10.